และนอกจากนี้นะคะเรายังมีสารที่ส่งมาจากท่านประธานฟีฟ่านะคะสหพันธ์ฟุตบอลนานาชาติจานี่อินฟานติโนได้ฝากถึงเกมการแข่งขันในค่ำคืนนี้จะเป็นอย่างไรไปติดตามที่จอยักษ์ได้เลยค่ะ
Dear President, my dear Major General Kiev Summit, dear ASEAN football friends, it is a great honor to congratulate you all for the successful staging of this edition of the ASEAN Club Championship. This tournament marks another milestone in the ASEAN Football Federation's proud tradition of delivering football tournaments of the highest standard. With every competition it organizes, the AFF continues to set the benchmark for excellence, unity and innovation in the entire region. The ASEAN Club Championship has brought together top clubs from across the region, creating a vibrant new stage for competition, talent and dreams. It has been a celebration of football at its best, filled with unforgettable goals, raising stars and passionate supporters. To the finalists, Buriram United FC and Công and Hanoi FC, congratulations on reaching the final. You have already made your clubs and your countries proud. And now you have the chance to write your names into football history. I would also like to recognize the extraordinary efforts of the AFF leadership, its secretariat, as well as of all those who contributed via your shared vision, professionalism and dedication to making this tournament a tremendous success. And of course, to the great fans, thank you. Your energy is the heartbeat of the game. FIFA is proud to stand with the ASEAN Football Federation, and together we will continue to grow the game, inspire young people and build an ever brighter future for football in Southeast Asia. On behalf of the global football community, I send my warmest wishes for an exciting final and for many, many more achievements to come. All the best, thank you, and bye-bye.
So welcome to the ASEAN Shopee Cup, or rather the 2024-25 ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. Buriram United and Kongan Hanoi are going up against each other for the third time in this contest, as I did mention, and it's going to be an interesting one. Keep in mind the fact that the first time around it was Kongan Hanoi in the group stage that won 2-1, but Buriram United holding their own in the first leg of the final 2-all. So here we get into this. It's going to be a decider here today, and a perfect one, because both the teams are sitting with 2 goals each. So on aggregate, the current score is 2-all. It's anyone's game to win today, and the team that scores more goals here will be the one to lift the first ever ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup trophy. It's going to be a big one, and I do love the trophy. You did get a view of that. Absolutely beautiful silverware. Here's the starting lineup. We're going to start with Buriram United, where it's going to be Chachai from neath the bar, and he's going to be joined in defense by Pansa Hembiboon, Kenneth William Dougal, the captain, Dion Joanne Chaikuls, and taking up wing positions, we've got Sasalak Hypercom and Peter and Lucas Crispim. You also in that defensive midfield, you've got Tirathon Bunmatan and Peter Zulj, and then Supachai Jaidet, Martin Borkai and Guilherme Bissoli take up the attacking positions for Kongan Hanoi. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but first up, our 2 captains at the toss, and Nguyen Quang Hai, well, once again taking his team forward. It's going to be interesting because he did win the toss. Now the referees for today, of course, we'll get to them as well, but here's Buriram United's substitute. Sivarak Tetsugnion is on the bench, so is Ratanakon Maikami and also Piti Wat. As far as Kongan Hanoi are concerned, it's going to be another story. Now here's a referee, the main referee for today, Koji Takasaki, is being assisted by Takagi Takumi and Tomoyuki Umeda. Our 4th official is Mohammed Nazmi Nazaruddin of Malaysia. So the 3 referees are from Japan. VAR 1 is Mohammed Taki of Singapore, and the 2nd is Jin Jingyuan of China. It's an interesting one here for us today. Omar Los Vieira of Buriram United. Well, he's the man, the coach, and right behind him, Nevin Chitchop, the driving force behind the team. Here's Alexander Polking, former Thailand coach, now Kongan Hanoi football guide, mentor, and coach. A very, very interesting man when it comes to his strategy, and we'll talk about that at length when we get into the game itself. So for Kongan Hanoi, of course, they're going in with the lineup that they had in the previous game. Nguyen Philip will be neath the bar, and in defense we've got Trandin Trong, Pui Huang Vietnam, the vice captain, and Hugo Gomes. On the wings, you've got Pendant Jason Kwong along with Lavando. In that, midfield positions, we've got Lepam Thanlong and Witao. Attackers for today will be Nguyen Quang Hai, the captain, Leo Arthur, who is the top scorer in this tournament for Kongan Hanoi, and along with him, it's going to be Alan Graffite. So let's not forget that while Alan takes up the main position, as I did mention this earlier, a lot of the strike will depend on these 2 lads as well. And that's Lavando and, of course, Leo Arthur. So Leo Arthur has 5 goals in this contest. He scored in the previous final as well. Lavando, on the other hand, has 4 goals. That, of course, is Hugo. So big one expected here today. And it will be interesting to see how Kongan Hanoi will take on the lads of the Thunder Castle. Keep in mind the fact, of course, that we've got a whole lot of traveling fans who've turned up here as well, flew in today. And, they weathered every single condition to get here and support their team. Buriram United will get the action started here. And there we go, straight into the game. Peter Zulj always does get his way in. That's the captain, Dougal, leading well, Buriram United today. And that's just going to be the first up opportunity. Kongan Hanoi just baring their teeth fairly early in the contest. It's going to be an interesting battle here, because let's not forget, besides the fact that, well, these two teams do play very competitively, and they are, well, both play a very attacking style of football. One of the things to, well, keep in mind is that they've always been very strong rivals. And I'm talking about the countries. Thailand and Vietnam do play, you know, very hard against each other. And it's a great contest. It's always an exciting contest to watch them. So when clubs of these respective countries go up against each other, it's going to be a very, very similar contest. I think Coach Osmar will have, well, a lot to take from this. And we've got our first casualty there. And it's Vitao who's down. Just in case you didn't know his full name, it's Nascimento Vitor Hugo Rosa. He's very, very active, well, when it comes to creating opportunities here. Just had a bit of a tussle going on there. That was with Sasalak. Now all's fair, and we'll get back to the action right here as Vitao is back up on his feet. Remember Coach Polking? Oh, that was, well, just a little too risky for Kongan Hanoi. And the last thing you want to do is to have the opposition striker lurking around. And in this case, it was Martin Borkai. Thirathon Bunmathan, well, will leave a legacy behind the day he hangs up his boots. He's still got a lot of stamina, energy, and gameplay left in him. He's been inspirational to a host of footballers in the ASEAN region. Vitao once again looking to create a few worries, as he always does. One of the key parts in this game also is to remember that Alexander Polking, the coach of Kongan Hanoi, has taken, well, he took Thailand to 2 big wins, and that was in 2020 and 2022, where they won the AFF, well, that's the ASEAN Football Federation Championship. He also took the Thailand under-23 team to a silver medal finish, and that was in the 2021 SEA Games. So he has in-depth knowledge of a lot of the players. He's worked with them, he knows them very well, and there's a good bit of respect. You know, after the games end, even in that first leg, the players always have, you know, show a bit of respect to him. And looks like we've got the first misdemeanors. Guilherme Bissoli, well, he's down. And there seems to be, well, another collision of sorts, and it's not working out too well. So Bissoli was the first to go down. And Hugo having a word there with Dougal. Dougal is not listening to anything the defender has to say. Well, you always knew it was going to be a heated contest. It has to be, you know, at this level. Tempers are going to fly, and well, Hugo was trying to hold, well, the captain back, which he was not happy about. So Hugo Gomes, well, I do wonder whether, if he really had to get involved in that, well, battle of words. Thirathon just wants to get the action restarted. Portugal still holding on. So it was Thirathon who went down next after that nudge, and I think that was a good call. The referee, of course, you know, pulling out a caution. The Pamphan Long while receiving a yellow card. It always tends to be, well, a tough contest, and I think referee Takasaki has definitely got his hands full here today. There's no doubt about it. So back to the action, and Buriram want to take this forward as best as they can. That super try there. For my money, I've always said this, one of the finest attackers, well, in the entire, well, ASEAN region. He's a quick mover, has the pace factor. Well, that wasn't going to be very easy. Sasalak, while doing his level best to try and save that. This time it looks like it's, well, Bunmathan who's received a caution too. Well, he did receive one in the previous game. I think that's a tad bit unfortunate. The referee, well, picking that out for, well, move there on Levando. Bunmathan saying, I just stuck a foot out, but the referee says it depends on why you stuck a foot out. But so one yellow card per side. The Pamphan Long, and then of course Thirathon. Hugo will restart the action. You've got to keep one thing, of course, you know, right in front of you, and that is, remember that it's been pouring, you know, for most part of the evening, and that makes it a little bit difficult for the players. It gets a bit dicey. The possibility of you slipping or sliding can be really, really huge. And within that, if you do have a challenge on a player, it's definitely going to look like a foul, even though it may not be worthy of being called one. Straight back to the safe hands of Chachai Buildup. Well, his teammate and the other goalkeeper, Sivarak Tatsugnion, also used to be at the top of his game. One point of time is still a force to reckon with. But Công has, well, earned his wages well. Here's Dion. And I do believe there's definitely going to be, well, a lot to offer in terms of the attack here. Now Leo Arthur with a throw-in. Arthur still with it. Thirathon pulling it away. Will win the benefit of that call. We've got, well, Jason Kwong. Looks like he was guilty of, well, minor misdemeanor. Pendant Jason Kwong Win. He's another very, very slick operator when it comes to creating opportunities for his team. You've seen that. Chachai says, I'll take it from your lads. Straight back to Portugal. Kirathon. The captain gets back to it. Might be something in here as Martin chases it forward. It does get the better of Hugo Gomes. Martin taking him through. Could there be an opportunity here? Oh, that's intercepted. Well, it certainly looks like there was going to be a change in the scoreline. Well done there by Kongan Hanoi. Got a fairly organized defense as well. And that's what I meant by, you know, the conditions will change things in terms of especially the way the ball will travel, and it makes it tougher for the players. But players who thrive on, you know, bad weather conditions, there are a lot of them. You know, those players can really make the most of it. And these are lads who not only train, but who love to train and play in the rain. So, you know, it doesn't make too much of a difference to some of the footballers, but the ball does travel a bit slow. It's just a little bit more effort that needs to be put in. Here goes Martin back again from the left. Excellent work being done there by the Kongan Hanoi defense. There's no doubt about it. They've been fairly strong. Slovando got to obstruct Martin. Basoli does the trot back. Here's Sasalak. Guilherme Basoli is much expected. Well, from him. Here's Nguyen Philip. Very, very interesting lad. He's been with Kongan Hanoi since 2023. He was actually born in Czechoslovakia, and he played for Sparta Prague and Slovan Liberec, as well as for Slovako. And that's among a couple of other teams. But 11 appearances for Vietnam since 2024. Now, he was born in Prague to Vietnamese father and Czech mother. His father is from Haiphong, which is a very, very interesting city. It's got a bit of French culture there. Leafy, boulevards, and it's got an opera theater, if I'm not mistaken, from the last time that I was there. So, but Philip, of course, now lives in Vietnam, represents Vietnamese team, and is also well married to a girl who's of Vietnamese and Czech descent. Back to the action here, and well, Basoli still chasing it. So picking off clearance there by, well, the most active players here today has been Levando. So that's going to slip past. Martin will chase it down, but that's quickly pulled away. That could be dangerous. Guilherme Basoli right in the path of Levando. There's a bit of a battle going on there between the number 88 and the attackers of Buriram. Well, Captain Kenneth get it back safely. Here's Zolj. She's granted it to the opposition. Chasing that down was the Pampan Long. Quick movement to the left flank. Well, Jason getting it to Leah Arthur. And that's straight back to Chachabut Prom, will send it back into play. Battle for the ball. Now that's the possession. Buriram United 66% and 34% Kongan Hanoi. Now this could be dangerous here as Jason gets in. Now that's the first goal. Kongan Hanoi have drawn first blood. Jason Kwong Win makes it 1-0 here. And Kongan Hanoi lead 1-0 in this game and 3-2 on aggregate. Well, just had that opportunity, and unfortunately, well, Chachabut Prom well exposed there. Didn't have too much of a backup plan. Very well done. Lovely pass there from Leo Arthur. And Jason just, well, seizing the initiative. Beautifully done. It's 1-0. And the home team well, just taken by surprise. What a celebration that is for Alexander Polking. That's what happens with, well, most teams. It's the unexpected players who will step it up on a given day. Players known to strike will be marked. So Pendan Jason Kwong Win, making it 1-0 in this game. Struck on 15 minutes, so that's fairly well early for both teams. And that's one of the key parts that we identified at the beginning. Both clubs play very, very attacking football. Both have fairly strong, organized defense moves too, and versatile players, and that's what makes this contest so interesting. If you ask me, did the two best clubs in this tournament get to the final, or the two deserving clubs? Oh, they definitely did. There's no doubt about it. Just trying to figure out, but well, Alan was having a word about. Well, Peter Zulch himself is not one to back down, and Leo Arthur having a word there with Zulch. That's Nevin Chitchob. There's a bit of history behind this team. Took over the reins in 2009. Has done really well to not only turn the team around, to even set up an academy. The kind of fan following that Buriram United has today, and that was really the issue, well, earlier, and that was what the argument between Leo Arthur and Zulch was about. Just a tad bit of pressure there now on coach Osmar. Dion. Well, that's a bit of a blinder, but it's not going to reach the target. I think Kongan Hanoi just want to try and keep that pressure on as much as they can. Here's Lapan Panlong. So I was just talking about Buriram United. They've been playing at the top level ever since they've been around. But if you go back to their roots, they were founded in 1970 as the VIE football club. It was an entirely different club back then. Here's Martin. Well, Martin trying to take that one through. Could be another one here. Sasala comes in. Well, that seems to be defended on the line. Terrific work being done here, and it's Jason himself. Strike and defend. Well, that seems to be his mantra here today. Very, very close call. I do believe that, well, Sasalak really pulling that out. It's Punmatan with that pass. Lovely through pass that picked up Sasalak. There's no way it could have gone in, otherwise there would have been an appeal had it been even on the line. That is fantastic work being done by Jason. Be sure that if the Vietnamese club win today, he's going home to a hero's welcome, no matter what the scoreline will be. Well, he just preserved his lead. Another opportunity here. But Martin unable to get that through into the safe hands of keeper Philip. A lovely delivery there from Bunmathan, of course. Martin totally obstructed. Wasn't going to be easy for him. And Hugo Gomes is just having a bit of a rough day. He's all riled up. So just to keep you in the loop, 21 minutes in, Kongan Hanoi lead by a single goal here, as Philip will send the ball back into the opposition's half. Oh, that would have been such a wonderful strike, Basoli! Well, just got behind that entirely. Missed out on the accuracy factor. Well, that certainly got the crowd up on their feet, didn't it? At least the Buriram fans. That sailed way over the goal, so. And he knows he might have just missed out on a key equaliser, so Buriram United will still on the hunt for that equaliser. They need to restore parity as soon as they can. Well, it was just 15 minutes when that goal was struck, and we've already gone past, 22 minutes. Zolj sending it back into the opposition's half. And that's going to be a corner opportunity. Well, Martin's got the crowd to get going here. We're just talking of how this team was originally, at one point of time, was known as the Provincial Electricity Authority Football Club. It was reformed as Buriram VIE and then Buriram United in 2010 and 2012. And the man responsible for this, of course, was Nevin Chichod. The home stadium is this very place we had, also known as the Chang Arena. And well, for all fans and, across Asia, it's still known as the Thunder Castle. That's such a beautiful name, isn't it? So the Chang Arena, the Thunder Castle, and you always have a very active, bit of fans here. Here's Peter Zolj with the corner. Oh, that's great! Excellent save there. So Nguyen Philip alert to the danger here. Well, Basoli was on target for this one. No way past the Kongan Hanoi keeper. Would have found the target, and just a bit of a challenge there from Supachai. It's very interesting that, in the early part of the day, did get a chance to wander around the stadium. Walked into the Buriram store, and well, the main things available were just the jerseys without the player names or numbers, and that's how big their fan following has been, or is still, and growing. Here's Martin, back again in the danger area. Well, Hugo will keep him away. And that's actually crawled out for a corner, you would think. Hugo just trying to say he got it lost. It wasn't me that got the last touch. Here's Thirathon. Goes on to take the corner. Oh, there's definitely got to be something in here, you would think, and that's straight past the right post. Zolj just missing out this time. Well, hat side of the goal, there's no doubt about it. Had to get it past a few. So Buriram United, well, still on the lookout. Go for an equaliser here. So ever since, well, Buriram, of course, did take center stage as a big team or a force to reckon with. They won the treble in 2011, going on to the domestic treble. That's the Thai FA Cup, the Thai League Cup and the League. Oh, that's another good bit of defensive work being done here. There will be a corner, no doubt about it, even if there's an appeal from Levanto. So the lads in blue are beginning to look a lot more, well, aggressive. We talk about Hugo Gomes, and he's such an active defender. It's one of the reasons why, one of the key pillars of the team. Here's Peter Zolch. And that's the captain. In Công High. We did get that down, and it looks like we've got a player who's still down in the box, and that's Martin. So ever since, well, Buriram did win that domestic treble in 2011, they went on to win 5 more. 2013, 15, 21, 22 and 22, 23. And, that's Martin, who was at the receiving end to push. So interestingly, they were also undefeated in their domestic league during the 2013-2015 seasons. Polling shows that they are the one of the most popular clubs in Thailand, and not just in the domestic league, across all leagues, foreign leagues, and their fans here as well. And Tirathon plays it smart there, which gets pulled down by Levanto. There was definitely a battle for the ball there. That's, well, Tirathon down. I think the referee's going to have a look at that. Having a word there with Levanto. But all said and done, you've got to remember that Tirathon Buriram is not just one of the most creative players, he's also one of the most, well, fit players. That's just a look back at that goal. Shot it in at an angle, did extremely well here. Well, totally outplayed Chachai Butprom. And that's the traveling fans. I did mention that they had flown in, today. They've been interesting to watch. They are die-hard fans. Well, right behind the line, says the referee. It's Lucas who'll do the honors this time around as he takes the free kick. Not taking any chances this time. And Philip. Well, he certainly played a part here today. He's had some terrific saves, and he's, well, just making sure that he can clear the danger before it gets, well, a bit hard to handle. Yes, Peter Zolch back again. Another corner for Buriram, and that's what I meant. Well, Philip alert to the danger. He's not even relying on his lads. Just make sure that he gets his hands to everything. It's a fairly big lad. He's about 6'4". Flip. Well, it does continue to pour. There's, well, Peter in a similar position, back again. Another corner opportunity this time. Oh, that was such an absolute marvel there. Well, that's least expected, but that could have been so dangerous. And Dion just bringing on the attack. A reverse header. not something that you see too often. Philip just had his eyes on the ball right through. So Dion Cools. Well, Dion himself has, you know, played in Belgium, has Belgian as well as Malaysian lineage, now represents Malaysia. Dion Johan Chai Cools, that's his full name. I've said this before, and I always think it's pretty cool to have Cools in your surname. 31 minutes in. Kongan Hanoi, who haven't, well, really handled possession for too long. Van Der will receive it. Defensive work being done here by Sasalak to keep that away. A header from Basoli. Vietnamese club. Well, do want to hold on. And here goes Allen. Allen will be kept away by Kenneth. And I do believe that Kongan Hanoi is just going to relish this opportunity. Buriram United have had a lion's share of the corners here today. And there you can see the travelling fans. They've been a pleasantly noisy bunch, and I do love that. So have the Buriram fans. It's kind of strange when you walk into a football stadium the previous day and you look at it and you know that it's, you know, all silent. And the next day it just really blows up with lights and music and action, of course. And it's Captain Nguyen. Ball steps in, but once again, defensive work being done here. And here's Lucas. Doesn't get it past Jason, but Dion has got it covered. Jason once again, well intercepted. Peter Zult says, well, the home team wants it still. So an opportunity here for Buriram. And Hugo Gomes is now down. Well, that's when Zulj, of course, did reach for the ball, but I think Peter Zulj was just saying it wasn't intentional, but it does look like, well, Hugo just taking, well, the boot to his, well, close to the shin area, it looked like it. And when you know there's a sea of red, you know it's the Kongan Hanoi fans. Some call it the Public Security Club, but it's actually known as the Police Club. And public security, of course, to be fair, does mean, well, the police. And they prove to be such a massive team in this tournament. Based in Hanoi, they compete in the V-League 1, which is the highest division of Vietnamese club football. Previously, the previous team was called Công An Nan Dan. Later on changed their name after being promoted to the V-League 1 for the 2023 season. Interesting story. And this is exactly what happened. Well, Zulj was reaching for the ball, so it's a bit unfortunate there, but Hugo really taking the boot. I think the referee Koji Takasaki, well, will have a second glance. And well, VAR comes into play here. And about 2 men in charge of VAR today. Mohamed Taki of Singapore and Jin Jing Yuan of China. We'll always mention this, that our referees tend to be the unsung, well, heroes of the event. Got to figure out whether, well, there was contact with the ball first, well, it all happened suddenly, or it was just contact with the foot, and I'm just going to wait for the referee to call that. But from different angles, tells a different story. It looks like, well, it was Hugo's foot that got to the ball. At the same time, from a different angle, it looks like Peter Zulj got a touch of it first. Well, looks like Zul should get a touch of the ball, but we wait for the referee. The VIE, of course, the referee is no better than anyone else. They're highly skilled at this job. Solskjaer's having a word there with you know, the opposition's vice captain, and that's Hui Huang Vietan, who normally is also very fired up, but today he's actually played a very mature role today on the pitch. He was actually even calming down, you know, Lapamlong earlier. And the referee, well, has granted that to Công An Hanoi. And I do believe it's not, well, turning out to be Buriram's first period of play. There's no doubt about it. Well, he did go through, you know, VAR before pointing to the spot, so you've got to credit, well, referee Takasaki for that. It wasn't just calling a decision. And stepping up, it's Leo Arthur. This will be interesting, because if Công An Hanoi go up by 2 goals, it's just going to make things a bit tougher here for the home team. Because for the last, well, 15 minutes or so, or 16 minutes, it's been Buriram that were really hunting down that equalizer. So Hugo Gomes will get his foot looked at again. Spend a bit of time out before getting back in. And a tad bit unfortunate here for the home team. So Leo Arthur to put Công An Hanoi, well, 2 goals ahead in this game. There's got to be a bit of pressure there on Chakchai Prom. And the travelling fans are all behind their team, there's no doubt about it. Well, the Buriram fans will silently await Well, he's got 5 goals in the bag. He's the leading scorer for Công An Hanoi in the Shopee Cup. And that's 2-0. Kept it simple, but it's a sublime strike there, as Công An Hanoi lead 2-0 in this game and 4-2 on aggregate. What a change here. So Leo Arthur has now got 6 goals in the bag. Well, he's got the trophy sitting there on his head. Just got the fans really, you know, excited. He's done extremely well for his club. There's no doubt about it in this tournament. Well, just put it in the other direction. Chakchai Putrom leaping to the right. It's been a marvelous tournament for him. I did mention this earlier. But you know, the fact that he was back for that first leg of the finals, what a difference it made to the team. His full name, of course, is Leonardo Leo Arthur de Mello. Buriram United still looking for that equalizer. Philip keeps it away. Yes, Sasalak. I think Martin was just waiting, well, for the pass. I've got to hand it to Công An Hanoi in this first 45. Oh, they've been inspirational to watch. Here's Sasalak. They're trying to reduce the deficit. So Leo Arthur currently, well, he's 30 years old, 5'10". He's played for Corinthians in the past, Guarani and Figueirense, also Ponte Preta and Mirasol, among other clubs. with Công Hanoi from 2024. Well, missing out on that captain's tackle there. This time, well, Allen gets the better of Sasala. Bit of a chase. And Superchai already trying to get that ball away. But one thing is for certain, with just about 4 minutes left before we hit the 45, a little under 4 minutes, I think the home team will need to reduce the deficit. They will need to come back. Well, Kenneth has put that ball right at the opposition's feet, and it's Jason who's turning out to be the danger man time and again here for the Buriram defense. Skipped away. Superchai. There's Sasala. Big header there. No way for Superchai to get to it, but from the outside, Lucas. Also an excellent striker, Lucas, but he does decide to shoot a goal. Works mainly on the wings. It's got a very, very interesting performance from Công Hanoi in this first period. Here's Basoli. Pulled away from Basoli by Tron Tron. Trying to get that straight back in. There's Kenneth Togel. Togel, of course, has been... Well, he's the captain with the pressure here today, and I do believe Coach Osmar will have a little bit of rethinking to do when we get into the break here. It's Nuyan Phillip. And that's Basoli. Oh, that was just... That would have been probably really embarrassing had it really gone in. The one thing is for certain, and the referee, I think that's a good call. Well, that is a good call for dissent. Can't deny that. Got to hand it to Koji Takasaki, and it's Nguyen Quang Hai, the captain, well, who's picked up a caution. One of the unseen parts of football, referees that can hold their own. It takes a lot to keep, well, rules and regulations, you know, in place, especially when you're up against 22 lads who are fit and passionate about the game they play, or the teams they represent respectively. Definitely no handball here from the outside for Martin. We will have a bit of added time thrown in for stoppages in that first period, because we did have, well, we had a couple of injuries in there. So once again, just a reminder that this is the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup, and we are coming at you live from the Chang Arena, also known as the Thunder Castle. It's been a very, well, interesting day for us, starting with the weather, and then, of course, a few surprises here from Công Hanoi, and that's a lot of time added. So that's a good bit of time added. 8 minutes for stoppages, and that's, and it looks like got a worry here for, well, Vitao. And Pansa Hembibun picking up a caution for it. Well, you are going to see those cards fly. And as long as the color is yellow, I don't think it's going to bother the players too much. So, Pansa Hembibun nothing fancy, but just effective. That's exactly what Leo Arthur did. Smartly done. That's worked in his favor. Waited for the goalkeeper to move. Well, stalling the motion of a penalty doesn't always work. The greatest players in the world will falter with it and lose out on hitting the target. One high, take the kick. Hanoi just beginning to really look like they've sharpened their teeth for this event. Well, more than expected. And this time around, well, Allen will be denied. So Chachai Buttram does get a helping hand. Here's Lavando. And Bitao, I'm sure he believed that he kept that in play, but throw taken by Sasalak. And the referee, of course, pulling out a caution there against Buriram coaching staff. Well, who accepts it? Lucas trying to make the difference here. Yes, chase there from Sasalak. Sasalak Hypercon gets that into the box. Here's Basoli. That's got to be extremely dangerous. And we've got a player down, and he's going to wait to see if he can get a penalty opportunity. I do believe the referee's going to have a look at that. We're going to have a replay of that. There's Sasalak there. That could have almost been an own goal, if you ask me. It was Martin getting up, and Jason could have just undone what he did earlier. You got to credit Nguyen Phillip for keeping that away. Well, was trying to get it to assist his keeper, but well, if Nguyen Phillip had to blink, it would have been a different story. This play will continue. Definitely no penalty granted, and that's another great save. Nguyen Phillip putting on the performance of the tournament for the time that he spent on pitch for Kongan Hanoi in the Shopee Cup. What a show this is from the Kongan Hanoi keeper. Yes, Peter Zolch to take the corner. That's one thing that's for certain, is that Kongan Hanoi want to preserve that lead. An opportunity here for Buriram. Tirathon will take the kick. Kenneth Degal is not too happy. Spark a change here for the team. Always has a good delivery. Oh, what a miss. Basoli once again. And then that final mix-up there with the lads. Oh, such a great opportunity here, but everything that Buriram have thrown at that last line of defense for Kongan Hanoi, and he's been able to keep it away. Well, what a performance. I said this earlier with the Kongan Hanoi keeper. He's turning out to be the star of the day here. Well, all said and done, we've still got a little under 2 minutes left in this period of play, as the Vietnamese club are still 2 goals ahead and lead 4-2 on aggregate. So that's Philip. For an opportunity, Levando will take it. Intercepted there by Sasalak. He's not happy about Withal, or giving him the nudge. Sasalak sending it to Peter Zolsch. It's back to Sasalak. Sasalak with the delivery. That's it up there for Visoli, but once again, Vietnamese defense, Kongan Hanoi defense, just looking really strong. Lovely assist from Super Choi. That pass from Sasalak. One of the key players today, of course, for Kongan Hanoi, besides goalkeeper, has been Levando. He's made his presence felt in defense and attack down the center. And Dion not at all happy. So it's still raining, just to keep you in the loop, but it's lightened up a fair bit. There was a massive downpour before the game started. And I said it, with a contest this big, nothing can keep it from being played out. And there's a lot at stake here. You're playing to be the king among the clubs in the ASEAN region, or the kings to be precise. And we heard it from the FIFA president as well. It is such an important contest. It will be historic here, whichever of these 2 clubs win it today. History in the making. So you don't just win the tournament, but you write your names down, the history books of the ASEAN Club Championship. And in the years to come, all will remember that. Here's Martin, back to Sasalam. Sasalam with the delivery. It's Jason who's got behind it. And referee Koji Takasaki will bring this first period to an end. What a fruitful one it has been for, well, Kongan Hanoi, with 2 goals struck in that first half. And very interesting, first by Jason on 15 minutes, and then Leo Arthur finding the target from the spot on 39 minutes. So at halftime, it's Buriram United 0, Kongan Hanoi 2. We will quickly have a look at how the teams played out this first period. Before, there's some interesting bits of entertainment and action that's going to happen here at the Thunder Castle. It will be a very, very interesting second period of play. So make sure you don't miss it, make sure you don't blink, because we are going to be with you right till the end, till that one team lifts the trophy and celebrates, and we celebrate with them. of course, Buriram United with the lion's share with 61% over, Kongan Hanoi, and those attempts on target for Buriram were 4, Kongan Hanoi 3, out of which, of course, they nailed 2. 10 attempts on goal by Buriram as compared to Kongan Hanoi's 5. So, quite the story there. Well, don't forget to join us for second half action, and we'll be back with you in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere as the action continues live from the Chang Arena.
ดตอนนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวกุ๊กกิ๊กขออนุญาตแนะนำวิธีการเล่นแบบง่ายๆนิดนึงนะคะสำหรับช้อปปี้เช็คนะคะแค่คุณเขย่าโทรศัพท์มือถือของคุณนะคะก็จะได้รับช้อปปี้คอยและนอกจากนี้ค่ะเรามีเช็คแคมนะคะสำหรับเนี่ยกล้องเช็คแคมของเราจับภาพใครขึ้นบนหน้าจอนะคะก็จะได้รับรางวัลเป็นกระเป๋าจาก Adidas มูลค่า 4,600 บาททันทีนะคะใครที่ตอนนี้มีท่าเต้นสุดปังนะคะหรือว่าใครที่มีแรงเช็คขนาดไหนนะเตรียมตัวให้พร้อมเพราะคุณอาจจะเป็นผู้โชคดีค่ะแต่ก่อนที่จะเข้าไปสู่วิธีการเล่นนะคะคุณกิ๊กขออนุญาตแนะนำทุกท่านไปชมวิดีโอการเล่นสักครู่ค่ะ
ใครได้มีโอกาสดูนะคะไปดูวิดีโอพร้อมๆกันนะคะเพื่อที่จะสาธิตค่ะ
และนี่คือวิธีการเล่นนะคะสำหรับใครที่ตามไม่ทันในวิดีโอนะคะเดี๋ยวกิ๊กขออนุญาตสาธิตให้ดูแบบง่ายๆกันเลยอย่างแรกเลยค่ะเปิดโทรศัพท์มือถือขึ้นมานะคะกับแอป Shopee จะเห็นหน้านี้เป็นหน้าแรกนะคะกดเข้าไปในกล่องสีน้ำเงินนะคะจะเป็นกล่องของขวัญนะคะกับ Shopee Price ค่ะต่อมาจะเจอหน้านี้นะคะแล้วเลื่อนลงมาค่ะจะเห็นเป็น Half Time Shopee Check นะคะ Half Time Shopee Check เสร็จแล้วกดเข้าไปจะเห็นหน้านี้ค่ะแต่อย่าเพิ่งกดเริ่มนะคะจะเห็นหน้านี้เลยจะเห็นหน้านี้นะคะตอนนี้แฟนบอลทุกท่านพร้อมเช็คกันหรือยังคะถ้าตอนนี้แฟนบอลพร้อมเช็คแล้วเดี๋ยวเรามานับเขาดาวไปพร้อมกับวิดีโอเขาดาวจาก Adidas มูลค่า 4,600 บาทนั่งอยู่กับที่นะคะเดี๋ยวมีทีมงานนำของรางวัลไปให้ถึงที่เลยและก่อนจากการนะคะกลับไปลุ้นสำหรับผลการแข่งขันในบัดนี้นะคะขอฝากนิดนึงกับสินค้าจาก Adidas นะคะทุกท่านสามารถไปช็อปได้แล้ววันนี้พิเศษสุดๆเลยนะคะสำหรับช็อปสินค้า Adidas นะคะได้รับโค้ดส่วนลดสูงสุด 30% และได้ลดเพิ่มอีก 20% วันนี้วันเดียวเท่านั้นและก่อนจากกันไปค่ะกุ๊กกิ๊กขออนุญาตฝากนิดนึงนะคะสำหรับ Shopee ถูกกว่าส่งไวซื้อเลยที่ Shopee ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณ Shopee Host นะคะน้องกุ๊กกิ๊กค่ะและตอนนี้นะคะเกมการแข่งขันในครึ่งเวลาหลังกำลังจะเริ่มต้นขึ้นแล้วแฟนๆจ๋ากู 12 ทุกคนมีความสำคัญอย่างยิ่งขอเสียงเพื่อครึ่งเวลาหลังให้กลับมาเป็นแชมป์ให้ได้เชิญกู 12 ขอเสียงหน่อยค่ะวู้
Welcome back to second half action at the Chang Arena, where we did have Kongan Hanoi go into the break with a 2-goal lead in this game over the home team Buriram United. Also, we've got one more bit to remember, that it is Kongan Hanoi who currently lead 4-2 on aggregate. And I do believe, well, there would have been, well, a good bit of a conversation there in the, dressing room between Osmar Vieira, the coach of Buriram, and his lads. Just going to look back, of course, at those strikes we had, one coming in from Jason, and then on 15 minutes, and then that penalty strike from Leo Arthur. And that's how we start off the second period of play. It's Buriram United 0, Kongan Hanoi FC 2. And that's in this game. That's the second leg of the final. As you can see on our scoreboard there, on aggregate, Kongan Hanoi lead 4-2. So Buriram United have it all to do in this part of play. We're just looking back at the scores, and in that first leg, it was Leo Arthur who opened the scoring on 18 minutes before Curtis Good, equalized just about 10 minutes later, to put the team on level footing. And then in the second period, the same thing happened. It was Allen who scored on, Allen who scored on 35 minutes to give Kongan Hanoi that lead. And somehow Buriram, of course, did come back. And Sasalak right behind Allen there, was just talking about him. So Arthur and Allen had put the team 2-1 up in the first leg. And then before Peter Zulj, equalized on 79 minutes, and they finished 2-2. Today, Kongan have struck 2 goals, but Buriram United have yet to come to the party. So Allen being looked at. And I think the official's just going to say, lads, you can get treated on the side. Well, you do know the gravity of this contest and why it is such an intense encounter. I was expecting it to be, there's no doubt about it. The first one was, but the second one's even more. That's the second leg. And we heard, Gianni Infantino, who is the president of the Federation Internationale, the Football Association, which is FIFA. And he did talk about this contest. Gave us a beautiful message as well. And it is a prestigious event, especially for the two teams who are in the final year. And Nguyen Philip once again gets out of position this time. So just clear the danger as soon as he can. Here's Peter. Martin. Did have the power behind him. That's pulled away smartly there by the captain, Nguyen Quang Hai. Getting it through to Jason. Jason will draw on Leo. Leo's got a wave. He was way through. It's back to Nguyen Quang Hai. Back to Leo Arthur. There's a bit of give and go between him and the captain. And it's Nguyen Quang Hai. Gets the hand there from Lucas Crispin. And the Buriram lads are saying, come on, let's get on with it. But that's what happened. He did get the elbow from Lucas Crispin. Well, he's still down, and it's the opposition's captain who was trying to get him back up. Peter Zulj and Jason just settling things between them. Leo Arthur having a word as well. Definitely chiding him, there's no doubt about it. And that's what happened. It was Kenneth de Gaulle who was trying to get him up. And Leo Arthur protecting his captain. Well, at least for the moment. Well, he's a teammate after all, so chance opportunity here. Leo Arthur gets behind it, takes the free kick. And he's got it covered this time. Chachai Butprom will keep the area safe. But in a game like this, you're always going to have, well, a whole lot of collisions, some intentional, some not. Here's Jason. Receive it back from Allen. That's Vitao, sorry. Vitao. Sending it off to Hugo. And that's Allen in there. Chachai Butprom saying, where's the car? Don't think it's going to matter too much because, well, one thing is for certain. Kongan, Hanoi know that they are in the driver's seat here. I think, well, the Buriram keeper just asking the referee to hand out a card for diving. Hugo sends it back to Nguyen Philip. And I think we heard it from the FIFA president earlier, you know how prestigious this tournament is for the first-time winners of this event. You know, the first of its kind. And what a fantastic event it has been, not just in terms of, you know, the football that we're looking at on the pitch that has been played right through. Another opportunity here, but Hugo stands in the path. And that's going to go, well, past the left post. It's definitely an opportunity here for Bisoli, and then, of course, that's the second time around. Well, I do believe that's, well, come off the left post, actually. Or did it, or hit the boards behind, not the post. So Peter Zolj, he's had a second attempt on goal. He had one in the first period as well, exactly, well, like that. Oh, that one was passed to right. Just a tad bit of variety in there. He's a key player for the team, but does walk the line of risk. So does Lucas, who's got such an important winger for his side. The referee will rightfully grant that too. Buriram United was Tirathon who got it. And this time, Bisoli. They will hold on. There's a... Well, Hugo Gomes not happy about that decision. Which is talking to, well, the official. He's had a few conversations with referee Koji Takasaki. Salah, just putting his skill on display. 53 minutes in. There's no change in the scoreline as yet. Buriram United will have to equalize. They will have to reduce the deficit first and then equalize as soon as they can. Well, if they want to stay in the running, well, for the championship. it's just amazing how, you know, even with the downpour on here, we've got, of course, just talking about too many conversations. I can't say familiarity breeds contempt, but it will get you a caution. And for referee Koji Takasaki pulling out one here for Hugo Gomes. He has got away with a few well, moves on the pitch, to be fair. It's always a tough job for the official, well, just to maintain, you know, order. Oh, what a wonderful job, you know, our referees have done through this entire tournament. Oh, chance opportunity here now. Leo Arthur goes for goal. Oh, they almost split their defense wide. And that's just turning out to be a bit of a worry. And this is what Nguyen Quang Hai does best. There was a period of time that he was, you know, compared to some of the greats of Vietnamese football, including, well, talked about in the same vein as, you know, Le Con Nguyen. But not only was a fantastic footballer, but such an amazing lad to, you know, meet off the pitch. Really humble, really friendly. That's pulled away by Bathau. Bathau will look to receive it back, which he does. Now right at the feet of Sasalak. Peter Zolch. But Basoli not happy about that. Will give Hugo Gomes a hand up. A good call by the referee, no doubt about it. Valerian Basoli. Oh, must credit Koji Takasaki. He's got a very keen eye. So 12 fouls there conceded by Buriram. A few more than, you know, Công An Hanoi. There's an appeal for a handball. We're just trying to get a view of that. And I think the referee will grant that free kick opportunity here for Buriram United. And every time to get close to the opposition's goal, well, it's going to matter more than its weight in gold here. And that's Basoli. Oh, straight off the hand. Good call there. Well spotted as well. Of course, Tron Den Trong. Straight off his right palm. So Buriram United will aim to reduce the deficit here in this second leg of the final. They've got a plan in action. Zolj and Lucas Crispin have got together. Dion with Supatai Chaidet right in front of the wall. And Lucas sends that way over the target and into the crowd. Sorry, Peter Zult sends that into the crowd. Hasn't really, well, has his boots on well perfectly today. He's had a few worries, missed out on a few opportunities. And it's also, well, as I said, it's a very, very prestigious event. It's an event that matters to both these clubs. And it's also a contest that has given fans the opportunity to see, you know, clubs from across the region compete against each other. And to win it, it all boils down to, you know, this last bit of play. Here's Lucas. Lucas will go for goal, and Nguyen Philip has it covered. Well, there's no getting past the Công An Hanoi custodian. And I do believe that Martin, well, did get a foot there from Bathau. He was down, that seemed to have gone unnoticed, but I think Buriram appealing for that. Oh, he's really putting on the show of his life here today. Owen Phillip and Lucas Crispin. What an opportunity to have scored. That was cleared by Phillip, and then, you know, Martin just restoring it. He hasn't relied on his defense at all today, although they've been there around him. I think that's a good call by Owen Phillip. There are some goalkeepers who'll do everything, and today's just one of those days. Buriram United 58 possession compared to 42 of Công, Hanoi, and that's changed a lot since the first period of play. Now here's Martin. Martin will take it forward, gets it past Tran. Good clearance there from Boy Hong Vietnam. Lucas. And back to Dion. To make sure that there's still a corner opportunity, and Peter stepped up to take it. He passed the hour mark as Công, Hanoi will still lead 2-0. Here's Peter Zolch. Buriram United still with it. There still could be an opportunity in here. And Owen Phillip's got it once again. Even as Super Choi, well, came extremely close. Oh, that would have been such a fancy finish. It was Dougal who got it started to begin with. And Superchai just colliding there with the opposition's keeper. 26 years old, he's really at the peak of his skills. Could get even better, can't say. And that tells us the story. 1 save for Buriram United, 6 for Công, Hanoi. And that's 6 that were on target, so mind you, that scoreline could have read, you know, really different had it not been for the last line of defense. Lucas. The ball pulled away from Peter. Leo Arthur putting that into space, but Sasalak right behind Allen. It's definitely got to be an offside, there's no doubt about it. Allen not too happy about any touch after the referee's blown the whistle. And Thirathon Bunmatan, well, has been substituted as Pithiwat. Sukhjit Hamakul comes in for him. Pithiwat also a part of the national squad. 25 appearances for Thailand. He's part of the GMJ Academy, and his youth played for Muangthong United before going through a number of clubs. Basoli once again, unable to get it past Trondin Trong. Pithiwat's got a great resume. He's played for Nonthaburi on loan in Nakhon Nayok. Also played for BC Therosasana, Chiang Rai United and BG Pathum United before he moved to Buriram in 2024. Exciting player to watch, and will be really cool. So Thirathon Bunmatan, well, finishing his duty for Buriram United in the Shopee Cup. it's been a great event. He's been part of this team that worked so hard to get here. It's Peter Zolj with the corner. But didn't seem like there was going to be too much of space there. The delivery a bit too far. And the Van Doe just obstructing Pansahim Vibun. Osmar Oliveira, just a few words there for his lads. Just looking back at a couple of the other players of Buriram United, and Peter Zolj is one of them. Comes from Austria. Here's Kenneth. So he'll get that ball away. Well intercepted there by Jason. It's going to lie loose, but not for too long. Hugo Gomes will just try to send it back into the opposition's area. So just to look back at Peter Zolj, he's played for Austria 11 appearances since 2018. He's been a part of some teams across. He's had a very colourful career. He's been a good global traveller. He's played for SK Rapid VN2, Wolfsberger, AC, Admira, Wacker, Ried, Stumbras, Anderlecht. Also for Istanbul, Başakşehir, which is in Turkey. Changchun Yatai in China, Buriram United since this year. Interesting career. 31 years old, 6'1". Turned away by Hugo Gomes. But I do believe there's one thing for certain. Well, Dion was trying to create an opportunity for a super try. Hugo right there in the path. Did his job for certain to obstruct. He's had an interesting game as well. Picked up a caution to Hugo Gomes. Does wear his heart on his sleeve, and that's for his team. Time is of the essence here, and I do believe Alexander Polking has got a few words there that he wants to pass on to his lads. Jason will take the throw-in. Jason getting the nuts from Zolj. Leo Arthur well, asking the official why there was no caution shown. So an opportunity taken by Jason. Here's Allen. He's up against Dion. And Kongai Hanoi have the opportunity. This has been a contest today that is on par with some of the finest that you're going to watch, played by clubs across the globe. It's had everything inside it. It's had drama. It's had some amazing, gameplay, excellent goals, terrific goalkeeping. Chachai Prom, safe hands from the Buriram keeper this time. Nguyen Quang Hai will earn the team a free kick. He's played a hard game as well. As I said, very, very intelligent footballer. He's got great creative skill. Here's Martin. It's off to Jason. And Peter's taken it away. Basoli won't be able to contain that. Straight back to Peter. This time Dion gets in and Martin's still down. And I think he's got a cramp, so the referee trying to help him before Sasalak comes in to help his teammate. Well, one thing that we've seen is, you know, there's colors all across the stands, and that's because it's not just the jerseys that you're looking at, but you're looking at the ponchos that, you know, these well, all the fans are wearing. Some are wearing windbreakers, and it's such a colorful sight. It really reminds me, if you look from a distance, it kind of reminds you of confetti. It's really it's quite a pretty sight. And then you've got the reins, and you've got a couple of well, flies and, you know, moths dancing around in the light. It's such a beautiful setting. Talking of which, I have a moth right on my screen, and well, he's been there watching the game along with me, and I don't have the heart to even move him. Well, you've got to remember that you know, the Chang Arena, well, has a good amount of capacity for spectators, and at a given time you could probably, you know, get in about 32,600, probably more, after, you know, the stadium did receive a few changes. And here we've got a change as Leo Arthur comes off. And in for him, it's Sean Thin. So Bui Sean Thin is coming for Leo Arthur. Well, we've got a very good crowd here today, and just to give you the right number, 31,290 in attendance tonight. 31,290 spectators. And I would believe the fans are split, of course, mainly it would swing in favor of the Buriram United home fans, and most of them, of course, all season passes. I said this earlier, they're die-hard fan following that this team has, and with good reason. Tongan Hanoi fans have also turned up. The Vietnamese club have their own share of extremely loyal supporters, and they've been what a source of energy and support here for the team. Wikau right behind Lucas. Twelve fouls conceded by Tongan Hanoi, 15 by Buriram United. Time is of the essence here. 2 goals behind, 18 minutes left. Lucas puts that into space, and that's almost pulled away by the opposition. So an opportunity will be taken by Dion. That's Dion Johan Chaikuls. Here's Peter Zolj. It's back to Sasalak. Looks like we've got another collision there between Allen and Martin. Something in here. Oh, what a save that was. What an outstanding save. And Martin knows it. Oh, he definitely knows it. Well, every battle that he's had there with the keeper. And it is, well, Philip who's come out victorious. Oh, what a chance missed here. And then, of course, Hansa Hembiboon looking to get that in on the rebound. And it is the vice captain to the rescue, Boy Huang Vietton. Oh, Công An Hanoi are playing out of their skins here today. There's no doubt about it. I was just looking back at Martin. Well, Boakie, to be well precise. He's Italian, but the name goes back. It's a very interesting name because the name goes back to, well, Ghanaian origins, where Boakie or Boakai actually means born on Tuesday. Here's Chachai. Well, there was always talk about whether, you know, Công An Hanoi did have the mental advantage over Buriram United after they won that group stage encounter, but that didn't turn out that way because Buriram are a team that play, and they play hard. I always feel as though it was a lovely finish in that first leg. It was 2-2, and there we have it, the attendance, 31,290, who have braved, I'm not going to say this term, who braved the weather, and they've just been a part of this action. And what an event this has turned out to be. An absolute joy to be right here, watching these two fantastic sides go up against each other. Would have loved to have seen Buriram. Will come to the party a bit earlier, but there's still about a little under 15 minutes left. We'll never say die. That's the story. Well, on a football pitch, always, and never say never. I was just talking about those colors. Well, you can see, you know that the fans in red are Công An Hanoi fans, but all those ponchos just from a distance make it look so different. Boy Shantin, they won't win the benefit of this call. That's for a push on Kenneth. Sasala. We'll have no one to decide, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, it is, well, Nguyen Philip, it just turns out to be, well, the player of the match here today. Well, we still have a little under 13 minutes left, and this contest is not over. Here's Jason. Lucas. Well, I would hate to be in Osmar Oliveira's boots at this point of time. And it's Lucas now who's down. Kenneth Duggle just checking in on him, and that was Allen with anything but a helping hand. It's definitely intentional, there's no doubt about that. But not really needed at this part of the game, if you ask me. He's picked up a caution for that, really unnecessary. Of yellow cards were handed out today. Tirathon Bunmathan, Jason Quang Vinh, Nguyen Quang Hai, Hansa Hembiboon, Hugo Gomes, Allen. Here's Sasalok. Gets that into the danger area. Dion with the assist. Oh, it just gets close every time for Buriram. Supachoi was right behind it, and that'll be cleared by Nguyen Quang Hai. Definitely an event to remember here. Yes, Sasalak. Buriram will be well aware that the clock is ticking. And Công An Hanoi will do everything to defend. You can actually look at the players fall back. Well, 8 and 9 of them there at a given time to defend. Well, one thing is for certain. While the first game or the first leg of the final was a well-balanced affair, well, the best team here today will claim it. There's no doubt about it. Here's Lucas. And very easy for me to call because I love both these teams. And there's no way I would, side one over the other. Although I would have a few individual favorites, and that score says it all. That first half goals from Jason and Leo Arthur just doing the damage. It could have, the story could have been written differently. And now it's Lavando who's picked up a caution. And I've been keeping track of it. The referee wasn't happy with that. Good call there by Koji Takasaki. So Lavando gets added to the list. If I'm not mistaken, we're looking at about 7 yellow cards. It's a sea of red in the Công An Hanoi box. They know what this means, and I think they're really going to defend tooth and nail. Lucas well trying to sidestep it. Here's Sasalak. Sasalak with the delivery, and that's going to be a bit too far for any of his teammates to get to it. Oh, you've got to credit the Vietnamese club for one thing. They know what they require to do, and they're just about doing that. Well, did get a chance earlier, in the just before the game could start off in the about an hour or so. Did hear a little bit of the prep, not the pep, but the prep talk that the coach was giving, one of the coaches was giving his teams. But it never really pays to know the conversation, because what happens on the pitch is an entirely different story. It all boils down to the 11 lads on the field at a given time. And the Vietnamese club have certainly stepped it up here today. They've come out with great intent. Well, Buriram United, well, just to look back, it's an entirely different story as to how it's going to be written out today. And that's what I said, it could have been written differently. You just take a look at Buriram's record. Here's Lucas. Chance here for Solj! And Peter Solj has just reduced the deficit. Buriram United have a ray of hope. Oh, that was absolutely wonderful from the Buriram attack. Well, he scored the equalizer on the first leg. He's reduced the deficit in the second. And that's how it panned out. With I was trying to clear it, Lucas. And then, of course, well, that assist from Supachoi. And execution from Peter Solj. It's now 2-1. And Buriram have got a new lease of life, but they still need to restore parity here. Oh, the home team have got a plan in mind. well, scored in, well, both legs of this final. I was just saying what a pillar of the team he is. Does get into trouble every now and then, walks the line of risk, but can he be effective? Công Hanoi looking to restore the lead they had, and it's Nguyen Quang Hai. Won't find the target this time. But it's a little over 5 minutes plus added time for stoppages left in this encounter. Công Hanoi lead 2-1. Here's Lucas. Peter Zolj. He pulled away by Nguyen Quang Hai. Hansa Henviboon gets right to it. Well, that's got the Buriram fans going now. But will lie loose for just a little bit, and Nguyen Philip will pick it up. And Dion saying, it wasn't me. Well, he actually didn't. I've got to credit him for that. He just faked it. Dion Chai Ghouls, and he's had a laugh there as well. So Nguyen Philip finally letting one through. But what a performance, as I said, he's put on. Could be another one here, but Martin will be kept away from an attempt. So Nguyen Philip stepping out of his hasn't had a comfort zone today. I stand corrected. I do stand corrected. He's been well on high alert right through. And here we go back again. Lucas Crispin gets Peter in. Well, Peter only meeting with Vitau's boot. And Nguyen Quang Hai escapes the tackle. And Lucas has got it back again. Buriram United could have something in here. Here's Dion. Dion will look to provide. It's still going to be a tough one. They're standing right in the spot. Thunden Throng. Our time is of the essence here. It is, well, close to about 3.5 minutes left, and there's still going to be a bit of added time. And that ball coming off Dion's knee, so there was no corner granted either. It was almost pinball there between the two players. One of the interesting, well, changes on the game, if you've if you follow the first leg of the final, a lot of the players who were on the aggressive foot in that game, and some of them who were cautioned, and they've played a very mature role here today, and I'm really going to say that again. Thunden Throng, Boy Hong Vietnam, they played a very, very different role, and they allowed other players to take that spot. Peter Zolj with the free kick. Here's Dion back again, side steps it. Will still be a throw-in for Buriram United. And we've got a change coming on as well. It's coming off, it's going to be Lapam Phan Long. And in for him it'll be Hoang Wan Tuan. This time, Philip will have it covered. Alexander Polking. Well, much as I've said it, and much as everyone's going to say that, being a former coach of Thailand, and you know, being a part of, he knows all these players. It doesn't really boil down to that, because every coach brings in a different strategy, and you might know a player's strengths, but how things are changed around by the new coach, well, that's what makes the contest interesting. So you can never ever know a team fully well unless you're still in charge of it. I'm not saying that it doesn't help to know, to have a bit of knowledge, but you can't put it down to that. You've got to credit it to the team as well for their performance. Near Allen, challenge there from Lucas. We're approaching the 90-minute mark, and depending on how much of time we have for stoppages, could be a life and death situation here for Buriram United. And I mean that because, well, they would definitely not want to go down without a fight. They would definitely want to stay in the contest and look for that tournament win. Four minutes of added time. I'm not going to say, well, it's very generous. Well, we didn't really have too many injuries like we did. We had a lot of stoppages in that first half. And rightfully, of course, you know, the timekeeper's calling 8 minutes of added time. But here in the second period, it's really been about the action. There hasn't really been too much of drama as well. A little bit, just a little bit. And I think 4 minutes is justified. And I don't think the Buriram fans are too happy with Boy Shuanthin on collision course there with Peter Zulj. Oh, what a thriller of a final. The first ever 2024-25 ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. And that's the first goal that came in from Jason. And then, of course, that penalty granted to Công Hanoi, and Leo Arthur making it 2-0. And then, of course, Peter Zulj with that sharp left foot, reducing the deficit, so it's 2-1. I just wanted to give you, well, a recap of those 3 goals that were scored today. It's been a real event. And I was just saying this, the first ever 2024-25 ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. And it's been such a thriller of a final, the first leg and now the second leg. And this has set a very, very high benchmark for the contests that have to follow in forthcoming years. And that's what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to launch with a bang. It has to be, well, so exciting. And even those that weren't tuned in are now going to be paying very, very close attention, because it's turned out to be such a massive battle and such a thrilling one. Here we go, a couple of minutes left. Can Công Hanoi hold on, or will it be Buriram United? Well, to still stay in the game, there we've got the, well, change as Tuan Dong replaces Shuanthin. It's Gyap Tuan Dong coming in. Well, Jason going to take the throw in. Well, Allen pulls it away. Công Hanoi still holding on to possession. Buriram United want it. Well, Kenneth will stand right there. Well, in the path. With Gyap Tuan Dong. Chot Choi sending it to Sasalok. It's back to Chot Choi. Here's Lucas. Hansa. Lucas now back again. He's got to pick out his lad. We'll get it to Sasalok. Sasalok's got to figure out who he's going to send it to. Decent delivery, but Peter Zulj will get to it. Here's Basoli. Basoli unable to get it away from Vithau. Vithau getting Allen in. And we've got Vithau Paul was just talking about that elbow that could have changed everything for him. And I don't think, well, the officials, well, going to hold back here, and Lucas picking up, well, a caution. So that's one more added to the band of yellow athletes, and Lucas did get a foot there. So there's, I think that's a good call once again. Our referee's been spectacular. Got to credit him for it. He's had a very good eye. It's been a very good team of officials as well. They always are, I mean, to be fair to them. But excellent work being done here. We've had a great contest, excellent refereeing, fantastic crowd. And Alexander Polking is just going to turn around and say we've had the game of our lives, because he will be such an excited camper here. Osmar Oliveira. You know, while I spoke about, you know, Alexander Polking, never had a word in on Osmar Los Vieira. He's managed a couple of big teams in the past, and another caution being handed out. This time it's, well, Nguyen Philip, and that's for just delaying time. Well, remember, the keeper has a stipulated time that he's got to get the ball back into play with. Otherwise, he's guilty as charged. And Nguyen Philip just gracefully accepting that. So 9 yellow cards. And I could be wrong. I might have missed out on one, but it's 9 for the count, according to me. Good pass there from Pithiwat. And this time it's going to be a free kick opportunity for, well, Buriram United. And that's for, well, a foul on Dion. So just saying, I didn't mention Osmar Oliveira enough, and you know, the coach of Buriram United. He's managed Corinthians, Guarani, Vitoria Internacional, and Persepolis in Iran. He's been with Buriram since last year, and he did win the 2024-25 Thai League One with Buriram United. Remember, they're still very much in the running for, you know, the Thai FA Cup, and they'll be looking to do a treble once again of 4 tournaments that they were looking at, to be precise, along with this. But this might be a different ending here today. There's the Thai FA Cup, the Thai League Cup. Now Lucas will take the free kick, and this could probably be one of the most important moments for Buriram United in the final. Across 2 legs. What can Lucas do? Oh, that is stunning! That is an absolutely stunning goal! Lucas Crispin has just put Buriram back into the running for the tournament. What a sublime effort! Oh, that is phenomenal. It's probably going to be one of the goals of this tournament. And I just said it, the most important moment for Buriram United in this championship. And Lucas Crispin has got the entire stadium, most part of it, on their feet. Oh, that is a stunner. That is a stunner. 2-2. That is an absolute stunner, aided by the woodwork, but it's not going to matter at all. And it's still Lucas who's going to get the credit, and who deserves it. It could have hit the woodwork on the outside, and a lot of people are going to turn around and say, oh, he was assisted by the woodwork. But that's not what matters. What matters is it caught the underside of the woodwork, and that's a goal, all right. So 2-2. Buriram are back in business here. Osmar Oliveira cannot believe it, and Alexandra Polking is stunned just a minute away from his team winning this tournament. Just a minute away. And Lucas Crispin has just pushed that game now into extra time. Oh, this is every bit of what a memorable final should be. And here we have it. What a comeback from Buriram United. It's now 2-2. And while the players, of course, do take a breather, well, let's just look back at how these teams, well, played out this second period before we can recap a bit for you. And Kongan Hanoi already surprised. Yes, Nguyen Quang Ha, he can't believe it either. And Nguyen Philip, wasn't going to be easy to stop that. However do you stop a ball coming off, the underside of the bar? And here we have it. Well, this is how well it panned out for us earlier. Jason Quang Hai. Well, Jason knocking in the first one. Jason Quang win. And that's when, well, absolutely stunning there from Jason. Well, needed to knock that through. And he's done just that. Well, massive strike there for Kongan Hanoi as they get the lead. It's 1-0 here. And Alexander Polking is going berserk. He knows what this means. Oh, here we go. Hugo Gomes. And that looks like it's just going to turn out, well, in favor of Kongan Hanoi. Peter Zulj, well, guilty of bringing, well, Hugo Gomes down. And there we go with the second goal. Leo Arthur making it 2-0. Oh, what an event, and he's already holding the trophy aloft his head. Kongan Hanoi, 2 goals ahead in this first period of play. And Leo Arthur scoring his 6th of the tournament. It's turned away by Withau. Lucas gets to it, super try. And that's a stunner there from Peter Zulj. Peter Zulj just reducing the deficit for his team. Couple of minutes left to go. Can Buriram United make it? It's now 2-1. And Osmar Oliveira with the celebration. Here's Withau. And it looks like, well, Withau stuck a foot out. Dion's down on the pitch. And a free kick granted to Kongan Hanoi. Well, really not needed here at this part of the game. Really, really not needed. And Lucas has just put Buriram United back into the game. It's 2-2 here. So into extra time here. Well, the teams stand head-to-head here, 4-all on aggregate. Well, just when you think that the Buriram fans were going to go home, you know, really disappointed, well, it's all turned around. And it's not the first time that the Thai club has made a comeback. They did it in the first leg of the final two. That fairly late goal from Peter Zolj, well, bringing them back in with a 2-all finish. And this time it was Lucas, almost close to the final whistle. Nguyen Quang Hai, well, he was caught by surprise as well. Sasalop, caught by surprise mainly because he knows it was almost like the victory just stolen from them, but having said that, it's still anyone's game to win. So will this game be decided in extra time or on penalties? Well, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of penalties, but that's just me, and it's a personal thing because I feel it always puts the pressure on the keeper. And the keeper, well, you know, kind of blames himself for it, and not just of the game, but, you know, events to come and years to come. So can this be decided in extra time? Well, let's find out. And it's Vitao who's down. And Dion just checking in with him if all is well. And I think, well, it could be a cramp. He stretched his foot out, and that's when I think he felt it. Well, no foul on him. Could be a slight pull as well. I think that's why Dion was just checking in on him. You can strain a muscle when you've played, you know, the entire length of this game and then some more. And it's been a physical battle. I'm not going to shy away from saying this game has been physical, and you would expect that. A game at this level, definitely. And that's that superb, well, effort from Lucas. Caught the underside of the crossbar, found its way home. And Osmar Oliveira gets appreciation there from Nevin Chichop. And that's really what you want to see. You want to see a contest. There's no taking away the fact that every single fan that was there at the Hangdae Stadium, every single fan that is here at the Chang Arena is getting more than his money's worth ever, because they're going to see history in the making. Opportunity here for Kong Hanoi as they come close. Oh, that was dangerously close. And Vitao, well, just sneaked in. Strain on the legs, no, doesn't really matter. When it counts, he's going to put his best foot forward. Puts it past the away post there. And I think just a bit of a risky clearance there from Dion earlier. Got an opportunity. Levanto will take it for... I've just got to confirm that for you again. Yes, it is Levanto. A lovely delivery, but Martin gets behind it. And Huang Wantuan not too happy. But I think excellent call there by the referee. I did mention this earlier that, you know, we've had a bit of rain and it's still raining. So 2 more players coming in right now, and it looks like Vita will be substituted. I think that's the right thing to do because he is going through a bit of strain, and replacing him, it could be Phan Van Duc. So Phan Van Duc will come in, and at the same time we've also got Nguyen Van Duc who comes in. So Nguyen Van Duc and Phan Van Duc in now. And also Tran Linh Trong being substituted. He's had a strain as well on his right thigh. It's been a long game. And it's not just been a long game, it's been a, a really hard-fought battle. And well, players are definitely, well, going to feel the fatigue. And that's picked up here by Nguyen Philip. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this match till now as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to your screens. It's been such an event, and just to feel the fever of that crowd going berserk when Lucas just equalized. These are the moments that you wait for in football, the moments that you will never forget. Thirathon Bunmathan. He's been such a legend for Buriram United. As I said, well, he was substituted that second period when Pithivat came in for him. But the number of games that he's played for Buriram United since 2010, adding those and the current games, 292 with 20 goals, probably more than that as well, some unaccounted for. Hugo obstructing, well, Martin. And Bunmathan has also played for other teams like Raj Prachar, Vissel Kobe and Yokohama Marinos in Japan, where he won the J-League with that Marinos. Hugo takes the kick. So now 18 fouls conceded. I think Buriram and Công are keeping the balance. Here goes Lucas. He's got the crowd behind him. Bissoli. Can he make a change here? What a save! Nguyen Philip will deny Bissoli, but a corner will be granted. Well, he's missed out so many opportunities here, and not that he's not been on target, but just denied here by Philip a couple of times. And can this corner, well, change the fortunes? Lucas ducking out of the way to aid his teammate. But that is a 10-on-10 save from Nguyen Philip. Just palms that over the crossbar. Here we go with the corner. It will be defended. Well, Pansahem Bibun right there in the box. Here's Sasalak. Supachai. Challenge there for the ball. Here's Kenneth. Sends it back to his keeper, Chapchai. Chapchai Butkrom. He's got to figure out which way it's going to go. We'll have to pick out his man. Well, these are times when every single move does count. Sasalak. 21 attempts for Buriram, 8 for Kongan Hanoi. And that tells us a story. It tells us a story of how rock solid that last line of defense has been for the visitors. Another clearance here now. The defense coming to the aid, and this is, well, Boy Hong Vietnam. Sasalak. Zulj. Sasalak still with it. Decent delivery, but once again, Hugo behind it. Well, this game is certainly turning out to be one really strong affair. A lovely delivery earlier from Pithivat. It's turned away. And Guang Hai, captain. It's going to be granted to Buriram, and well, Dion's just going to take it. Well, Lucas finds Martin. Basoli running in for it. And Levando and his band of merry men. This time he's got a helping hand from Giaptondong. Here's Nguyen Quang Hai. Header back from Sasalak. Well, Hugo stepped in. Supachai holds his own. Martin gets it away. Peter Zulj. And here's Kenneth sending it back into the opposition's half. Nguyen Philip will say, here's it right back at you. Lucas taking that across the half line. Well, he does have Giaptondong there. Tries to get it past, but it's going to be a corner opportunity. Kwandong is not happy. And that's turned out in favor of Buriram United. Lucas on his hands and knees in gratitude. Oh, there was an appeal from, it looks like it, for a handball, and it's been granted. Oh, that was very clear. You don't even need a replay for that. But unfortunate here for Giaptondong. So the referee, well, pointing to the spot, and I think it's the right thing. As I said, you really didn't require too many replays than we've had. Well, Koji Takasaki, who's had such a strong eye here. And what an opportunity, Lucas, well, making no mistake there. Well, that said it all, that expression. So opportunity here for Buriram to take the lead for the first time, well, in this game. And Kongan Hanoi know how, well, tough it's going to be, but, you know, I'm going to put it down to this. It's going to be a battle. Basoli, he's missed out on so many opportunities today. He's made the effort, he's played hard. Well, could this be redemption road for him? Well, he's weathered it all right through the day. As a striker, you would be, well, more disappointed than he is, but the amount of attempts he's had on goal. And now once again a battle between these two. The keeper of Kongan Hanoi, Nguyen Philip, and Guilherme Basoli of Buriram United. What a strike there as Lucas Crispin, well, wins the penalty, and Guilherme Basoli finds the back of the net, plumb in the middle, and a bit of redemption for him after all those attempts in this game. definitely earned the fruits of his labor. It's now 3-2. And Buriram have the lead for the first time in this game. Oh, that's plumbing. That is well struck there by Basoli. A gentle curve there towards the left. And that celebration is going to remain in the photo books as well. What a moment here for the home team and the fans. And that's got, well, the home fans on their feet for certain. Well, had all those phone cameras trained on Basoli just before he struck. So 3-2, Buriram United got the lead. Now can Công Hanoi step back in to push this game even further? It's been a contest to reckon with. You know, when the first leg was nearing the finish and after Peter Zulj scored that goal in the 79th minute at the Hangday Stadium, and I was just saying it was a cracker of a game. Well, to be fair, this one's just overtaken that entirely. But without a first leg, you're never going to have a second. So Henry Boone will win the benefit of that call, and I don't think that the Công An team is too happy about it. And your heart will go out to the travelling fans and the travelling team as well, the visitors here. But nothing's lost. Nothing is lost as yet. There's still a bit of time left. And there's a good bit of time left. Remember, it's 15 minutes per half that we're looking at. And in this first half of added time, we already have, well, 3 minutes of added time that's been thrown in. So it's still not over. He's played a great role here as well today, Martin. He's kept, you know, not only the opposition's keeper, but the defense on their team, on their toes as well. I was just saying this earlier, you know, the support that the Thai club do have, not just from, you know, fans in the area, but fans from outside as well, and fans in other countries too. I would know that because I've seen well, fans outside, you know, sporting the Buriram jersey. Lucas to do the honors here. Goes in for the shot corner. Subachai tries to get it away, but it's not going to matter too much as that's the end of the first half in added time, in extra time. So Buriram United taking a single goal lead into this break, which rightfully is the third break of the match. And here's the man who struck gold here. Guilherme Basoli, making it 3-2 for Buriram United. And that's how it panned out. Well, Basoli scoring from the spot to make it 3-2. Well, we've got 15 minutes more of play left. And that's all I'm saying. It could be, if Kongan Hanoi equalize, it could go in further. We've got a substitution as well for Buriram United, and there's a good reason for it. Let's get a quick look, well, at that, wonderful, bit of play. Lucas Crispim earning that penalty, really, accidentally, but earning it. Tuan Dong, well, guilty of a crime in the box. And here is that excellent penalty struck by, that penalty goal by Guilherme Basoli. And Chakchai Butram. You gotta just thank our cameraman for capturing moments like that. That's just outstanding. He kept his ear to the ground, kept his eyes really low, and then that celebration. And I'm always gonna say this, being a part of, production crews, the unsung heroes, really, the cameramen, our EVS lads, the editors, or they just create magic that can be relived again and again and again. And you've got to credit them for it. Here we go. Will this be the final part of play, the last 15 minutes? Or will the Vietnam club have a different story to tell? And I, of course, forgot to mention while I spoke about our production crew, well, the man who takes care of the cameraman, our director, well, what a job, to, well, keep those moments for us alive. Here we go back in. Could we have a few more of them? Let's find out. Well, didn't appear to be too rude, but I forgot to introduce myself. Well, while I do that, here's Basoli comes off. Ratanakorn, of course, has replaced him. We did mention this earlier, that there was a substitution. So in for Guilherme Basoli, it is Ratanakorn, Maikami. And if you just look back in time at, some of these players, and especially when we had that youth, program put into place, we had so many players, well, who came out of that. And that's picked up safely by Chakchai. Looks to be end-to-end action. Still a chance here to create something, but Lucas will win the benefit of that call, and I think it's justified there. There's no doubt about it. Well, 2024 has definitely, spelled a new era for, well, Buriram United, including, signings of players like Neil Etheridge, the Philippines goalkeeper, Curtis Good, who has played for the Australian international team, Lucas Crispim, Peter Zulj, of course, coming in this year. Forward by the captain. The reason why I was talking about Buriram is, when Buriram set up their youth academies in 2011, a lot of the talents that have come out of that, and we're looking at one of them today in front of us, Ratanakorn Maikami. He is a product of the Buriram Academy Youth Program. And the other lads, of course, who were with him around the same time were Supanat Moenta and Supachok Sarachat. Also Anon Amorn Ledsak. But, well, Ratanakon Maikami, one of the important, members of this team. And how that pressure has shifted is a really, really interesting bit, isn't it? And that's what happens in a sport like this. Well, earlier the onus was on Buriram to equalize. Now here we go, Kongan Hanoi will need to get back into this game. Here's Martin. Decides to send it to Lucas. Lucas will miss out on his brace. But it's been an event. Well, Martin smartly setting that up, and I think that's very wise. Well, picked out his man. And sending the ball back into play here, Ruben Phillip. Here's Jason. That's going to be granted to Kongan Hanoi. Well, Super Choi didn't get an arm out. Almost seemed like it. And Martin's down. I think he might have just pulled a muscle. He's got a bit of strain. I think Martin will come off. You can see that. Got a couple of players will just warming up on the sidelines. Nguyen Quang Hai to take the free kick. Gets a good bit of distance on that. Oh, lovely back pass. That's definitely not going to find its way through. But Hugo Gomes, well, he will persist. Well, Hugo has been among the scorers for his teams, in the past. He scored in the semi-finals, and that was when in the first leg it was PSM Makassar who defeated Kongan Hanoi 1-0, but Hugo brought the team back in. Chapchai, of course, has received a yellow card, and it was Hugo who brought the team back in by scoring in the second leg of the semi-final before Boy Huang Vietnam scored the winner to push his team into the finals. And here we are. Decent enough clearance. Supachai gets to it. So Chapchai Butprom also added to the yellow squad. Time is of the essence here now for Kongan Hanoi. The tables have certainly turned. And if you look at the two games, well, we've got 5 goals today. You've had 4 goals in that first leg. It's 9 goals in all. Buriram United currently lead 5-4 on aggregate and 3-2 in the second leg. Well, picking it up here, there might be a chance for Super Choi! And that's just past the what a miss! What a miss! Oh, Superchai tried it. He's such an amazing striker normally. He does get that through. Well, don't forget the fatigue factor, but he's absolutely fit. Oh, sheer opportunity, and he scored goals from tougher angles in the past. Well, that's a clean clearance. Superchai just doing a bit of making amends here. And it's definitely not Kuan Dong's day. It's been a very rough day for him at the office, and not even intentionally. Oh, that's sent forward by Martin, and another collision there. But the referee says, come on lads, get up and let's play on, and it's Martin. Well, it clashed into Hugo. A bit of a blinder, but they'll take every opportunity that they get, and they'll try and make it count here, and I think that's the right thing to do. Kuan 1-1. Well, misses the target, fighting that a bit too much. And that was a moment. That was definitely a moment. Superchai putting it past the away post. Lovely angle as well. Was just talking about this entire, fan following that both these clubs have, and it's such an important factor when it comes to, their performance, because your fans do drive you on. They give you that, the 12th man. That's the 12th man. That's the right term, isn't it? So, here's Lucas. Lucas gets it away. Will pace himself out as Superchai there. Can Superchai make amends, and that's pulled away. I think just a little bit of indecision on Superchai's part. Well, does lose possession. Victor will send it ahead. Kongan Hanoi, no. They've got to give it their all here. Oh, lovely setup. Could be an opportunity, and what a save! Chokchon Wutprom has got the crowd on his feet. It's Buriram's turn now to turn on the magic. That was a wonderful strike from Lobando. Oh, that is a massive save. And Alexandra Polking is concerned. It's going to be a corner. And Kongan Hanoi will have to make it count. Well, if you had asked me before this game began, would it go into extra time, I would have said yes. If you had asked me, would it turn out the way it did, with the goals coming close to the finish, I would say no. And that's what's made it so exciting. And it's a caution handed out there, a red card. Well, I do believe, I think the assistant referee did have a view of it earlier, and so there's a red card in there as well. And it's just about unbelievable as Allen has just got Kongan Hanoi back in. Oh, what a twist in the tail. It's now 3-3 here. What a twist in the tail. And Buriram United just let stun there. Well, a bullet from the head there, you think, from a lovely delivery in. And a bullet from the head of Allen. Oh, made no mistake here. 3-all. And this game isn't over. Oh, what a contest. Lovely delivery, but the accuracy on that absolutely wonderful. Perfection there from Allen. And he can't believe it. It's now 3-all. And it's game on back again here. And Polking celebrating like he scored the goal. Well, that run says it all. And that's for the home fans. Well, he certainly did the run. We'll take him back to his days when he played as a winger for teams like Apoel, Olympiakos, Nicosia, Armenia Bielefeld, among others. What a run there from Alexander Polking. And I think Osmar not happy that the officials well had his coaching staff one-handed a yellow card, and then the second well given a red card. And Polking getting the, it was Osmar Oliveira getting the marching orders as well. Oh, there's been a couple of them today. 2 red cards to the coaching staff. And a yellow as well. So Osmar Los Vieira getting a red card. And one of his other coaching staff also picking up a red card earlier, and one getting a yellow. There's Kenneth to pull it away. So this game looks like it just might go down to the wire. 3 minutes of added time is what we have. Full time, plus added time, plus extra time. And if this isn't decided, it's definitely going to go down to the penalty shootout. Osmar Oliveira will have to watch it from the sidelines or from the stands. So 3 minutes of added time is what we've got, and I do believe, I did see the referee Koji Takasaki glancing at his watch. That might just tell us a little bit. A battle of 2 clubs, a battle of 2 managers, a battle of 2 sets of fans. What can I say? This is as unpredictable a game as ever. Kongan Hanoi had to do everything they could to stay in the running for the championship win, and they've pretty much done that. Here's Martin, sidesteps it. Here's Super Choi, sending it to Martin. Martin just slipping then. That's given Kongan Hanoi a chance to get back in with their defensive measures. Through an opportunity here. Dion will take it for Buriram United. Kongan Hanoi playing with renewed energy. Here's Labanto. Sasalak receives it. Supachai. Here's Lucas. Back to Sasala. Pithiwathan on the action too. And that's going to sail away. And this game has gone down to the wire. Oh, you've got to credit these two teams. They put on such a display here today. 2-2 at full time, 3-3 at the end of extra time. And it is a penalty shootout that will decide the winner here today. We are going to recap the moments for you. And the toss here. Before we can get to the penalty shootout, quick word there to both the captains. It's going to be on the right-hand side. And I think that that's the important part. Well, sometimes, you know, captains do believe and they do have this view that there's a certain side they're always comfortable with, where the team performs best. Well, you know, whichever team has to win today, whichever team finishes runners-up, I think they'll be proud of the efforts they've put in here today. And now it all rests on the shoulders of these two fine custodians. Chachai Putprom just getting a bit of encouragement there from Neil Etheridge. Well, the other goalkeeper for Buriram United. And let's not forget Nguyen Philip, who's played such a massive role here. Also got a bit of encouragement earlier from Tosai Hoi. And there we have it, as the teams line up to support each other. And here's the man who scored in both legs of the final. Peter Zulch. You know, as a fan of football, of course, I'm always going to feel for, you know, the goalkeepers. There's just so much of stress on them, but And these keepers have really done a great job. You know, Nguyen Philip with so many saves today. It's just been amazing to watch him in action. Chachai Butprom, you know, coming, you know, to the fore at the right time. Peter Zolj. What can he do today? Remember. Well, that's just sublime from him. Nothing fancy, nothing schmancy, just a simple left footer deposits it in the other direction of Nguyen Philip's leap, and that's pretty much it. 1-0. So 1-0 Buriram United in the penalty shootout. Lavando can't take away the fact it's one of the finest talents that we've seen in recent times. And Lavando, well, levels the score for his team. It's 1-1 now. Oh, kept it straight. Well played. Extremely well played by the Kongan Hanoi winger. Up next, it's going to be well, kept it fairly straight. Absolutely no drama there from Lavando. And Lucas Crispin has stepped up. And I do believe that Nguyen Philip is not happy that that ball is placed beyond the mark. Well, he's got reason. I think the referee saying, leave that to me. Well, as long as it sits on the white spot, that's what matters. And it is. And that's 2-1. You got to stall a little bit. And Lucas Crispin strikes for the second time on this night. Oh, did take his time there. And if you were expecting any bit of love and support for the visitors, it's not going to happen here with the home fans. And the same goes for, well, the Kongan home fans when they're at home. But up next, here's Jason. Will he, well, equal what? Well, Lucas did. And scored twice on the night. Opened the scoring in this game. So Jason to make it 2-2. What a save! What a save! Chapchai Butprom denies Jason here. And Buriram United have got the advantage. Oh, read that extremely well. That is a wonderful save from Chapchai Butprom. So it's now 2-1. And Buriram United, well, in the driver's seat. Here's Martin. Nguyen Philip making sure that his team is still in here. So Martin denied by Nguyen Philip. And Công Hanoi have the opportunity. Well, to level up here. And it's Hugo Gomes who's been a thorn in the side of many defenders and goalkeepers of the teams that have faced Công Hanoi. Oh, he's such a versatile, give it your all kind of player. Really a superb athlete, Hugo Gomes. Can he pull Công Hanoi level here? Oh, that's another fantastic save. Excellent reflexes there from Chochoi Butprom. Chochoi Butprom just saving his team. Well, the blushes from that previous miss by his teammates. And I did say this earlier, the keepers really stepping up their performance here. So once again, Buriram United have got the advantage. Now here's Pithiwat. Pithiwat, Sukhjit Tanamakul. Another excellent talent. We've enjoyed his performances up against Nguyen Philip. Another crucial moment here. Oh, that's angled in! Pithiwat makes no mistake. Oh, what an event. And I've got to say, well, the Buriram fans are on their feet. You still have the Công Hanoi fans who are just keeping that cheer going for their team. And it's wonderful to see that. Osmar Oliveira, huge sigh of relief there. Unfortunately, he can't celebrate. Well, from, well, the dugout. Buriram United lead 3-1. Allen. Well, he saved Công Hanoi the blushes, brought his team back into or onto the path towards the tournament win. Can it be a hat-trick of saves from Chochoi? Well, not this time. Allen makes sure that it'll stay hit. So Allen does well. It's now 3-2. Now it all rests on the shoulders of the next lad that steps in. Very well struck there by Allen. Finds the right-hand corner and does that extremely well. Got the better of Chochoi, but Chochoi will have two marvelous saves. Now this is so important. It's the captain. And can he strike his team all the way through to lifting that cup? Kenneth Dagal will take it. And that's saved. Nguyen Philip says, not this time, mate. And every time you think that this game is going to end, it just goes a little bit further. And that's a good save by Nguyen Philip. And Kongan Hanoi are still in it. Probably the longest, definitely the longest match, of the Shopee Cup. And here's the vice captain, Boy Huang Viethan of Kongan Hanoi up against Chatchaiput Prom.
Saves by Chatchaiput Prom, and Buriram United are the first champions of the 2024-25 ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. The first ever Shopee Cup championships. The first ever winners of the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup as they win 3-2 on the penalty shootout. What an event! What an event this has been! And here's Boy Huang Viethan being denied by Chatchaiput Prong, who's just won his team the championship. Oh, let me say this. 4 goals in the first leg of the finals. And then 4 more goals, which pushed this second leg into extra time. 3-all at the end of extra time. And 3-2 on penalties. Just to give you the rundown, 11 yellow cards were handed out. 1 to the coaching staff of Buriram United. 2 red cards, including one of the coaching staff of Buriram United, plus Osmar Oliveira. But all said and done, this man has just won his team 2 tournaments. First, the domestic league, and now the Shopee Cup. Oh, there will be reason to celebrate here in Buriram tonight. Well, more power to Kongan Hanoi. They were also victors in their own way to reach this stage of the tournament, to put on such an event, such a performance. They kept us on our toes, they kept us guessing, so did Buriram United. And the final score, Buriram United get the better of Kongan Hanoi FC 6-5 on aggregate. What a massive, massive game. We do hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this event. Well, let's not forget, we will of course have the prize presentation. Tears of joy here for the Buriram players. And every single fan, whether it's the traveling fans or the Buriram fans, have got their money's worth. And I can still see the Kongan Hanoi fans keeping that cheer alive, because they know, just like you and me, they've been a part of something very, very special, something historic, the first ever ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. And here we go, ball possession at full time. Buriram United 60% compared to Kongan Hanoi's 40. 25 attempts from Buriram, 12 from Kongan Hanoi, 9 on target for Buriram, 5 for Kongan Hanoi. Accuracy of passing was very close, with 56 for Buriram and 52 for Kongan Hanoi. So yes, it is history in the making. Buriram United have written their names in the history books. And Pansa Hembibun, well, getting appreciation there from, well, his family. Many of the footballers, of course, do have their wives and, children in the stands as well. And Hugo Gomes and Lucas, appreciation there for each other. Well, heated as this encounter was, both clubs know they will remember this for a long, long time. And they should be proud of their efforts. Not just Buriram United, but the Vietnamese club too. So do stay with us for the prize presentation. We'll also have, a player from each side giving us a few words. And there we have it, of course, the star of the match, Chachai Butprom. He did win the game in the end. That one save in extra time, but better than that, those 3 penalties saved just took off the carpet from under Nguyen Phillips' feet. I hate to say that, but at the right moment. So that was all from me. All from me, Glenn Mascarenas, for the action in this game. But do stay with us, because the prize presentation will follow, and I'll be there with you through that as well.
Very good game for Buriram United. What a comeback, and how about your feeling now and your team performance?
I'm feeling very happy. This game is very, very difficult, too much emotion, but we keep it strong, and now we need to enjoy this moment and look forward.
Yeah, the atmosphere in stadium is very good now. Do you have any message to Buriram United fans?
I'd like to say thank you for this atmosphere. Everyone, stay in my heart, and see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Finish. What do you think about the game for today, and what your team need to improve for the next game?
Quang Hải nghĩ thế nào về trận đấu ngày hôm nay, và đội Công an Hà Nội cần làm thêm những gì nữa để có thể giành chiến thắng? Tôi nghĩ là toàn đội hôm nay đã làm rất là tốt rồi. Chúng tôi đã chiến đấu từ những giây phút đầu tiên đến những giây phút cuối cùng. Và tất nhiên là khi vào những cái chấm phạt đền penalty thì chắc chắn là nó là may rủi. Và đối với cá nhân tôi cảm thấy không hài lòng với những cái quyết định của trọng tài ở hiệp 2 về nó quá nhiều những cái thời gian bù giờ, và những cái tình huống như tình huống cuối cùng thì hoàn toàn là nó không đúng theo những cái gì, tại vì bóng là hoàn toàn là chạm người của bên kia, nhưng mà họ lại nhận những quả biên đấy để tiếp tục tấn công ở tình huống đó và dẫn đến cái bàn thắng cuối cùng. Tôi hoàn toàn không đồng ý với cái việc đấy.
In my opinion, my team had fought their best, maybe the best game of their entire season. But however, if I have to complain one thing, I have to complain about the referee decision, especially in the second half. They made a lot of unfair decision in my opinion. For example, you can see that throw in at the end of the second half supposed to be ours. However, the referee reversed that decision, so therefore leading to that goal.
Như tôi nghĩ là bóng đá thì chúng tôi tôn trọng những quyết định của trọng tài, và tôi nghĩ rằng là cái mà chúng tôi làm được ở trận đấu này đó là không bao giờ từ bỏ đến những phút cuối cùng.
But however, we have at the end of the day we have to agree with the final decision come from the referees. But furthermore, our team has fought our best. That's the matter.
Thank you. Thank you.
prize presentation ceremony for the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup 2024-2025.
และตอนนี้นะคะอยากจะเรียนเชิญทุกท่านนะคะอยู่ร่วมแสดงความยินดีในพิธีมอบเหรียญรางวัลและแชมป์สำหรับรายการ Shopee Cup ฤดูกาล 2024 ถึง 2025 ค่ะ
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our guests of honor for the Shopee Cup 2024-2025.
และตอนนี้นะคะจะขอเรียนเชิญนะคะแขกท่านผู้มีเกียรติได้ให้เกียรติขึ้นบนเวทีเพื่อที่จะมอบเหรียญรางวัลรวมถึงถ้วยแชมป์ในรายการนี้ให้กับทีมที่ได้คว้าแชมป์รายการนี้ไปครองค่ะ
His Excellency Major General Keith Samet, the President of the ASEAN Football Federation. He is accompanied by Mr. Winston Lee, General Secretary of the ASEAN Football Federation, Dr. Tran Quoc Tuan, AFC Executive Committee Member representing ASEAN and President of the Vietnam Football Federation, Dr. Chadwin Bongchirin, Vice President Football Association of Thailand, Ms. Wei Yan Khan, Shopee Regional Marketing Head, and Mr. Roy Lam, Adidas Southeast Asia Regional Head Brand Partners.
และทั้งหมดนี้นะคะคือรายชื่อแขกผู้ทรงเกียรตินะคะที่จะให้เกียรติขึ้นมอบรางวัลบนเวทีแห่งนี้ โดยในส่วนของประเทศไทยค่ะคือคุณเอกพล พลนาวีนะคะเลขาธิการสมาคมกีฬาฟุตบอลแห่งประเทศไทยในพระบรมราชูปถัมภ์ค่ะ
We would now like to recognize the match officials for their professional and fair conduct throughout the competition. Please welcome AFF General Secretary Mr. Winston Lee to present the referee commemorative medals.
และคุณวิสตันลีนะคะจะให้เกียรติมอบของที่ระลึกนะคะแก่กรรมการผู้ตัดสินที่วันนี้ถือว่าทำหน้าที่ได้อย่างเต็มที่และหนักหน่วงมากเป็นพิเศษเลย ขอเสียงปรบมือนะคะให้กับวิสตันลีค่ะและรวมถึงท่านคณะกรรมการผู้ตัดสินด้วยค่ะ
The medals will be awarded to our referee Koji Takasaki from Japan. Assistant referee 1, Takagi Takumi from Japan. Assistant referee 2, Tomoyuki Umeda from Japan. And the fourth official is none other than Muhammad Nazmi bin Nazruddin from Malaysia.
และนี่คือรายนามผู้ตัดสินทั้ง 4 ท่านนะคะที่ปฏิบัติหน้าที่ในเกมการแข่งขันในวันนี้ค่ะแฟนๆ กู12 ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับคณะกรรมการผู้ตัดสินทั้ง 4 ท่านด้วยค่ะ
Thank you to all our referees for upholding the spirit of the game. We would now like to present the Adidas Rising Star Award. To present the award, please welcome Mr. Roy Lan, Adidas Southeast Asia Regional Head Brand Partners.
และในวันนี้นะคะรางวัล Adidas Rising Star Award ค่ะจะเป็นคุณรอยลันนะคะที่ให้เกียรติมอบรางวัลนี้แก่นักกีฬาค่ะ
And the Rising Star Award from Adidas goes to Ilhan Fandi Ahmad from BG Pathum United.
และผู้ที่ได้รับรางวัล Adidas Rising Star Award นะคะได้แก่อิลฮานฟานดีจาก BG ปทุมยูไนเต็ดค่ะ
This award is given to the youngest standout player in the competition who has shown immense potential and maturity beyond his years.
ก็ถือว่านี่คือผู้เล่นอายุน้อยที่สุดนะคะที่ทำผลงานได้อย่างโดดเด่นแล้วก็น่าประทับใจนะคะแสดงให้เห็นถึงศักยภาพและความเป็นผู้นำเกินวัยของเขาเองปรบมือให้กับอิลฮานฟานดีค่ะ
The next award is given to the goalkeeper who has demonstrated exceptional reflexes, leadership and consistency between the posts. please welcome Dr. Chanwi Ponchiwin, Vice President Football Association Thailand, to present the Best Goalkeeper Award.
และในรางวัล Best Goalkeeper นะคะหรือตำแหน่งผู้รักษาประตูยอดเยี่ยมค่ะได้รับเกียรติจากดร.ชาวิทย์ผลชีวินนะคะจะให้เกียรติมอบในรางวัลนี้ค่ะ
And the Best Goalkeeper of the Shopee Cup 2024-2025.
ได้แก่ชัดชัยบุตรพรหมผู้รักษาประตูจากบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดค่ะวันนี้ถือว่าเป็นช็อตที่ยอดเยี่ยมมากๆเลยนะคะกับการเซฟลูกจุดโทษในช่วงการยิงประตูชัยค่ะ
It is now time to honor the player who has found the back of the net more than anyone else this season. Please welcome Dr. Tran Quoc Tuan, AFC Executive Committee member representing ASEAN and the President of the Vietnam Football Federation to present the award.
และผู้ที่ทำประตูได้สูงสุดนะคะในรายการนี้นะคะคุณรันคบควรจะเป็นผู้มอบรางวัลให้ค่ะ
And the top scorer of the Shopee Cup 2024-2025 is none other than Lucas Crispin from Buriram United with 7 goals.
ได้แก่หมายเลข10นะคะผู้เล่นจากเวียดนามค่ะนั่นคือลีโออาร์เบอร์
And a big congratulations as well to Leo Arthur from Công, Hanoi. Now our next award is the Shopee Star of the Season, the highest individual honor of the tournament, which is awarded to the most valuable player who has consistently delivered match-winning performances, inspired his teammates, and captured the hearts of fans. Please welcome Ms. Wei Yang Pan, Shopee Regional Marketing Head, to present this prestigious award.
และผู้ที่ได้รับรางวัล Shopee Star of the Season นะคะได้รับเกียรติจากคุณหุยยันปันนะคะจะให้เกียรติมอบรางวัลนี้ค่ะ
And the Shopee Star of the Season is none other than Lucas Crispin from
ปรบมือ
Buriram.
ดังๆให้กับลูคัสคริสปิมค่ะหนึ่งในผู้คนที่ทำประตูสำหรับเกมการแข่งขันในวันนี้และนำมาซึ่งชัยชนะกับการเป็นแชมป์เปี้ยนรายการนี้ค่ะ
It is now time to acknowledge the proud efforts of our finalists. They have fought valiantly throughout the tournament and deserve every accolade. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Chanwit Ponchiwin, Vice President Football Association of Thailand, to present the runner-up medals.
และดร.ชันวิทย์ผลชีวินนะคะจะเป็นผู้ที่นำมาซึ่งการให้มอบเหรียญรางวัลนะคะสำหรับทีมรองชนะเลิศในเกมการแข่งขันของค่ำคืนนี้ค่ะ
And now, congratulations to Công, Hanoi FC, a proud runners-up of the tournament.
ปรบมือเพื่อเป็นกำลังใจให้กับคองอันฮานอยนะคะถือว่าเป็นซีซั่นที่ยอดเยี่ยมมากๆสำหรับพวกเขานะคะและเกมการแข่งขันในวันนี้ถึงแม้ว่าสายฝนนั้นจะชุ่มฉ่ำนะคะแต่ตลอดเกมทั้งการแข่งขันนะคะ120 นาทีก็แล้วจนถึงการดวลซัตเทอร์เดย์พวกเขาสู้ได้อย่างเต็มที่ปรบมือให้กับคองอันมันฮานอยนะคะและมาโนโฮเกน พวกเขามีผลงานที่ยอดเยี่ยมนะคะเพราะว่าเกมการแข่งขันในรอบคัดเลือกเนี่ยทำผลงานได้ดีเลยทีเดียวนะคะรวมถึงการเจอกับบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดในรอบแบ่งกลุ่มแต่เกมการแข่งขันในนัดชิงชนะเลิศพวกเขาก็แสดงให้เห็นถึงความกล้าการมีหัวจิตหัวใจที่แข็งแกร่งและไม่ยอมแพ้นะคะเกมการแข่งขันในเลกแรกค่ะต้องยอมรับว่าเกมการแข่งขันนัดชิงชนะเลิศของเลกแรกเนี่ย การที่บุรีรัมย์บุกไปเยือนนั้นก็เป็นสถานการณ์ที่ยากลำบากแต่พวกเขาก็สู้กันได้อย่างสนุกสนานนะคะและท้ายที่สุดค่ะก็ต้องมาหาผู้ชนะและผู้ที่ยอดเยี่ยมและแข็งแกร่งที่สุดในเกมการแข่งขันนัดชิงชนะเลิศในเลกที่ 2 นี้มาโนโพกินนะคะในฐานะกุนซือของคงอันฮานอยนะคะเขาก็ยืนยันอย่างชัดเจนนะคะว่าตั้งใจที่จะคว้าแชมป์ในรายการนี้ให้ได้แต่ท้ายที่สุดค่ะทีมที่แข็งแกร่งเท่านั้นเพียงหนึ่งเดียวจะสามารถคว้าแชมป์ในรายการนี้ไปครองได้สำเร็จนะคะ
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. To present the champions medals, please welcome Dr. Tran Quoc Tuan, AFC Executive Committee member representing ASEAN and President of the Vietnam Football Federation.
และในโอกาสต่อไปนี้นะคะในพิธีการมอบแชมป์สำหรับศึกโชปี้คัพฤดูกาล 2024 ถึง 2025 ค่ะได้รับเกียรติจากคุณรันครบตัวนะคะที่จะมอบแชมป์ให้กับสโมสรบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดค่ะ
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Shopee Cup 2024-2025 champions, Buriram United FC.
คู่ 12 พวกคุณคือคนสำคัญนะคะที่ทำให้เกมการแข่งขันในวันนี้สนุกสนานเข้มข้นและดุเดือดนับตั้งแต่วินาทีแรกที่ kick off นะคะเส้นทางของพวกเขานั้นต้องบอกว่าสู้ด้วยหัวจิตหัวใจจริงๆค่ะและผู้เล่นคนที่ 12 อย่างบู 12 นั้นก็ถือว่าทำหน้าที่ของตัวเองได้อย่างยอดเยี่ยมปรบมือให้กับตัวเองทุกคนนะคะที่อยู่ในสนามแห่งนี้ค่ะขอบคุณสำหรับการซัพพอร์ตที่ดีให้กับบู 12 นะคะเรารอคอยสำหรับแชมป์ในรายการนี้เป็นครั้งแรกในรอบ 19 ปีถือว่าสำคัญเลยทีเดียวนะคะที่แสดงให้เห็นถึงความเข้มแข็งและแข็งแกร่งของการเป็นแชมป์ฟุตบอลสโมสรอาเซียนนั่นคือบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ด
moment, I would like to invite the captain of Buriram United, Kenny Dougal, to please come forward to receive the trophy.
มาถึงช็อตสำคัญแล้วนะคะที่จะร่วมนับถอยหลังในการชูถ้วยแชมป์โชปี้คัพ 2024 ถึง 2025
And presenting the trophy to the champions, it is the AFF President Major General Keith Summit and it's Buriram United!
My bow, my curtain call. All I do is win, no matter what. Money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building,
ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับลุงเนวินและพ่อหน่อยของเราด้วยค่ะ
Going in on the verse 'cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now.
Together for the champions of the 2024-2025 Shopping Cup, Buriram United!
แฟนๆกู12นะคะถ้าหากว่ายังไม่รีบไปไหนนะคะอยู่เป็นกำลังใจให้กับพวกเขาจนกว่าที่จะปิดไฟส่องสว่างในสนามแห่งนี้ลงนะคะนี่คือแชมป์ที่พิเศษที่สุดตั้งแต่พวกเขารอมา วันนี้ทำไม่ได้ถัดไทยบุตรพรหมนะคะบอกเลยหนักชีวิตกว่านี้อีกแฟนๆกู12ทุกคนค่ะขอให้เดินทางกลับโดยสวัสดิภาพนะคะและปรบมือส่งเสียงให้กับบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดอีกสักครั้งค่ะ
And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Welcome to the second leg of the final in the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. It's 2-all on aggregate and left to be seen what's going to happen here today. Công Hanoi playing in Buriram United's backyard at the Chang Arena. Well, that's a sweet pass there. Here goes Jason. And Jason has just drawn first blood. It's now 1-0. Công Hanoi. Lovely assist there from Leo Arthur. And what a finish from Jason. 1-0. And Polking is going crazy. Here is, of course, the penalty taken and stays there. Leo Arthur makes it 2-0. And he's got the trophy sitting on his head. Oh, beautifully struck by Arthur. One thing is for certain, that Buriram United will need to get back in on the action. Here's Peter Schultz! And he's just reduced the deficit. Crispin sends it to Superchai. Superchai with the assist. Zilch with the finish. It's now 2-1. And Lucas has just kept Buriram on track in the championship. Straight off the underside of the crossbar. It's now 2-all right before the finish. And Polking can't believe it. Free kick opportunity, and Masoli giving Buriram the lead for the first time in the second leg of the final. And it's now 3-2 as he gets the better of Nguyen Philip for the first time. What a moment for the home fans. Corner taken. Would you believe that? Would you believe that? Allen makes it 3-all, and Công Hanoi are not yet done in this championship. The Shopee Cup has just come alive once again. What a finish, 3-all. The penalty shootout. And that is a terrific save by Nguyen Philip as he keeps Captain Dougal away. And that's a brilliant save from, well, Buttram. And Chachai Buttram has just won the tournament with his third penalty save. Buriram United are the first champions of the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. And the goalkeeper has a hand in it. What a moment here for Buriram United as they write history, winning the first ever ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. And what a moment as the captain, Kenneth, lifts that trophy up. It has been a special night, and you and me have been witness to something that is really historic.